Chow is the head coach of Senegal. He's been the head coach since 2024. One of the best atmospheres of this World Cup has been here in Seattle. The U.S. playing Australia here. Everyone's still talking about that. The U.S. wants to play another game here. They need to get past Bosnia-Herzegovina. That's coming up later today here on Fox.
Alive.
It is Belgium
And we're underway.
in green Senegal. Immediate long ball by Tayant on that right side. Boston roll out for an immediate goal kick for Senegal. What are we expecting in the early going of this round of 32 knockout game?
We'll go much more for these teams looking to get their wide players involved in the game as early as possible. That's where they're most dangerous because at least you can go 1v1 or at very last you can open up those central channels and then start to create the overloads. Just going to be important early on for Senegal just to make sure they're compact defensively, tight between the lines. Don't allow those overloads. We're so accustomed to Belgium to be able to get a foothold in this game. And then once you do establish possession, you'll be able to build off that.
Senegal on the ball. Headed pass by Niakate. Ate 6. 3 changes from their last game versus Iraq. Belgium lined up unchanged. They like what they saw in that last group stage game.
The performance especially makes sense for the Belgian change. And we've seen a few of the changes now for Senegal defensively, just making sure they clean things up, don't give anything away, especially early on.
Rush to the ball on the corner flag. That cross denied. Stanye trying to keep that one in play. Knocked it up at the corner, which he did. He succeeded. Senegal back on it. And that left side, the foot was intended for Mane, cut off. Played back by Trossard. Both courts go on. This is his 19th World Cup game. No one has played more World Cup games for Belgium than that talented goalkeeper. Belgium on the attack. 5 goals in their last game. They struggled to score in the first couple of games.
They have creating chances on most of the team in group play.
Belgium on the attack.
That left side.
Shown by Senegal.
He's one of those players that want to get involved. He runs inside, braces with the leg that we talked about. It just stays out wide, allows himself to get isolated, take on 1v1. He's going to be such an important figure going forward for Belgium today.
Diarra got it wide on the right side. Senegal trying to get numbers forward. Okay, we'll push it back. They had a couple of goals in the last game. Next player from Senegal to score 2 goals in a World Cup game off the bench. He gets a start today. And that's over Sadio Mane.
And the times you're seeing Belgium early on, just dropping back, allowing Senegal to have a little bit more possession. There's one of the previous plays where Doku coming into those central areas. He's for certainly going to have 2 or 3 players around him at all times. But Senegal does have the ability to possess, create opportunities higher up the field. So we've seen a few different times Belgium is sitting back, allowing them to have some of that possession.
It's been 1-on-1 defending by Castagna against Mane. Yeah, constant threat today. Yeah, hot place pass. Push back by Flanagan. Cease. Niakate. Jacobs pass back. Ball to that right side. Headed away. Senegal keeps moving on that right sideline. Belgium coming in as a slight favorite in this game. Working on that right side. Slip it through, cut off. A touch ahead. Belgium
Senegal
was
to
too
knock it
easy.
to
Too
shout.
quickly.
Yeah, they have it back.
Inside for Senegal. The willingness to take on 1v1, draw attention, to open up somebody else. They have dynamism. Even when they're in possession, they'll slow things down, create the tempo that they want, and then immediately change of pace, looking to get in behind. There's Jai getting to start on that right-hand side. That does force Sar to play as more of a central forward role today, but there will be interchange amongst those front three.
Castagna in the right side. Was slowed down by Mane. Spent by Mekala to Courtois. Playing his fourth World Cup. Tant. Slow build up here for Belgium. It's Castagna who likes to push forward. In the middle, here's Trossard. The Catalan holding, leading in. But Trossard was turned away.
There's a lot of that we were talking about. If you don't get early pressure to the wide areas or even in the half spaces, they have the ability to run under laps. Good man combinations. Trossard coming from that left-hand side. Finding the middle gaps. Because they are really one note. More of a false line, he'll drift, jump into the midfield, also helps break the overloads. Numerical advantage.
Room for Castagna. Long into the box. And it down was a pass. Through by Senegal. Upfield. And numbers defensively, Belgium. Pushed all the way back. And the Kuiper. Courtois holds there. Tant. Driven long left side for Goku. On the bounce, right to the goalkeeper. Jump.
You see De Bruyne got a ton of touches, just dropping a little bit deeper to get himself involved in this game. And that's why it's so important for Senegal to make sure when they're deeper in their own defensive half, they're compact between the lines. As we've seen that time and time again with the career that De Bruyne has had, his ability just to find space, play the final pass. He's really the orchestrator in the attack for Belgium. That long ball is going to be predictable for Senegal. And then the free kick off that foul.
This week, just turning 35. Last chance for a lot of these Belgian players that have the golden generation, but several of their players are in their 30s, some in their mid-30s, so we'll see changes in the next big tournament for Belgium. Holding there, no pressure on. Cease. Johnny and Diarra combined. Headed for Johnny, that's come on. The Kuiper's pass is blocked, taken over. Senegal, Mane, quick touch. And the Mexican look for Senegal. Cavalier, forward. Denied by Senegal. They look for a quick play.
And good repress from Senegal. Immediately when they're dispossessed, it's a loose pass for Belgium in their own defensive half. 2-3 players around, winning possession back, and now they're in a good position just to create again that tempo, slow it down at times, and possess the ball.
Cease. Back to Nahate. Middle block. Trossard. Couple of goals in the last game versus New Zealand going forward. This one inside the box.
Belgium on the attack.
It's coming. Taking the shot that took too long. He stays with it. Hook ahead. Outside.
The attacking shoots and save.
What a leadership defensively allows them to pick this ball off, make it predictable for themselves. There was a few times where they get the layer where I felt like he could have put that ball across first time when that inch ball came into him, and then the second one just a little bit slow to unleash the shot, to whip it into the far post. Regardless, they get the shot off. Numbers follow up underneath. And the first dynamic attacks that we've seen from Belgium so far in this game.
Cease moves it right. Scores here between Belgium and Senegal. Winner will take on the winner of USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is coming up later on Fox. And that game will be here in Seattle. It'll be a round of 16 game. Quick throw on that far side. In for Taya. Courtois.
Not surprising, JP, the first 10 minutes of this game feels like both teams just feeling each other out. Don't really want to open themselves up defensively, not take any risks.
Dupper. That was coming defensively for Senegal. Wide on that left side now for Doku.
Belgium
Get a butterfly. Spin away from the defender.
on the attack.
The cut by De Bruyne. The cross. That's good.
Thrown away by Senegal.
And then it's the other side.
They have the ability to. Both of these teams excellent when they counter press, try to win the ball back higher up the
And they
field.
have free kick or
Last
to
minute, at the
Senegal.
heart of it. There's the previous build up. Trossard in a really good position just to make that predictable follow up shot that he gets back a few seconds later. He's in that previous play. With De Bruyne that serves the ball in, Trossard, a bit of an early run. I think he expected that ball to be whipped in a second earlier.
Cease. Contact. Back for Cease. De Bruyne is in the neighborhood defending. And on that far side is Senegal. Up inside the arc. Right.
Senegal on the attack.
The cross.
Crosses it over.
Just a little
Not
bit scary. You're a Belgian fan.
And it's going to be a
You
throw
don't really
in
want to commit yourself if you're a defender and facing your own goal.
for
That's why the
Senegal.
positioning of John on that far side, excellent. Just to keep himself wide, give himself a little bit of room to whip that ball with pace in the air. Wonderful header to alleviate some of the pressure.
Jacobs throw in. Courtois was coming out. He had cover there. Castagna heads it ahead. Trossard.
And Belgium going up the
Got a
field.
great way.
Trying to get an attack, but pushes it back to the goal.
On towards the
And the
two.
goalie boots it.
Pretty rebound to Harton. Harton got it wide. And then gets the return. Tielemans. Take it away.
He's going to
So by Senegal.
We don't typically see for Belgium. World-class players, Warner, Tielemans, to the conductors.
6 players over the age of 30 on the starting 11 for Belgium. It's an older side, but an experienced side. I hope that that experience can get them through, at least to the round of 16.
It's a depth on their bench as well. I think of Lukaku had a good tournament despite not playing very much at all for Napoli in the club season.
Jacobs.
Senegal crosses it. And it misses. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not punished for
Exactly what we talked about, getting the ball wide, whipping balls in, or going 1v1. There's a good combination play, and then the runners coming in underneath. But there's a combination, and then no one set defensively. Wonderful touch from Courtois, but it lands right into the path of Sarr. Nearly gets something on it. Wonderful left-handed touch, his fingertips, and then the follow-through. And after like completely loses Sarr at the last seconds. Just can't make something of it. There he is. Unfortunate for Senegal.
Right, so it's going to be a
It's a combination play in the wide area.
think goal kick
Knocks out
for
Belgium.
Belgium.
Free service into the box, into a dangerous area. There it is again.
Sarr's been good in this tournament. 3 goals. He has 4 total in his World Cup career. He scored goals in back-to-back games.
It looks like there was a little bit of hesitation from the 12, whether or not he was going to come out. for the-
Senegal with, on the attack again.
Mane pulling it back. Riverman. John. Getting left, that's blocked.
Up tries to cross it over, but block.
Recovers on the left side.
Senegal gets it back. Tries to cross it over again, blocked again.
Mission.
And then it's going to be a Senegal throwing.
Look at Trossard, the right winger, come all the way back because of narrow shape defensively. The back four is so tight, dealing with some of the runners. But right now on this left-hand side, just a combination of quick 1-2s causing a lot of problems for Belgium, and that's where they get the free service from.
Right and then far side. Liverpool takes over. And big traffic jam there. Goes back towards Towns. Makala goes for Club Rouge. Back from Banaka. Tielemans, deep. Later on, Fox US taking on Bogdan Herzegovina in their round of 32 clash coverage. So 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific here on Fox. A huge game for the USA. In what their group, despite losing in that last game versus Turkey. Expecting to see that regular lineup we saw in game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the way that they started this tournament. Getting early goals, that would be key against Bosnia, and not going to be attacked defensively. So another good one to Belgium.
Senegal on the attack. Can you get that? No. It's going to be Senegal going.
Just to slow down the run of Sarr and allow for Tayat to come across and make the play defensively. But it's just been uncharacteristic right now for Belgium. Too easy in terms of unforced areas and central areas. And the compact shape from Senegal, just making it predictable, easy turnovers, and when they're off and running. And we talked about their ability to keep possession, but they're also very dangerous in transition as well.
Cease for Senegal. Sending it wide. Headed away by Castagna. Tielemans. Trossard. The Catalar. Still recovers it.
And he landed this really well defensively against Belgium as well. Just that early pressure higher up the field. They didn't just drop back defensively and stay compact. Immediately, if they didn't get early pressure, it was denied. Yeah, it was a ball over the top, JP.
That was a good run. The ball just wasn't there. Here in the hot deck. Tam is back defending. Versus John. Help is coming from Belgium. John keeps it. Has options. John with dribble, dropping it back.
Such a play. Donaghy was waiting for it on this side.
Diallo, edge of the box, putting it back out. Ball is crossed. And that's cleared out.
Senegal should save.
Senegal look pretty good here.
Absolutely. Whether they're going individually or they're doing it collectively in combination.
I'd be right back with them.
They're in too slow in a lot of ways, whether it's attack to defend, desperate defending, or see they come themselves with the ball at the ball.
De Bruyne leading it. Fires it in the seats.
Certainly not happy with that attack, but should give them a little bit of confidence to immediately go so quickly. And De Bruyne, again, getting him on the ball, giving him confidence in this game is going to be necessary. And certainly has been all Senegal.
Challenge clearance. Underway by Castagna. Trossard. Side is Arsenal. Premier League champions this past year. Towns. Tielemans. Long ball again. Denied. Pick it on the right side. Thrown away by Diallo.
See the position of De Kuiper, the left back for Belgium. He'll pinch in. At times it looked like a diamond in the midfield for Belgium. So those runs to create just a little bit of verticality. See if they could stretch out Senegal defensively will be necessary.
Hot plays played every minute so far in this World Cup for Senegal. 3 players make that play. Mane. Line on the line. That attempted cross will go up for a corner.
With the amount of possession chances that they're creating from the wide areas, you're going to want to start to get something more clean out of these opportunities. So start with these set pieces. Get yourself loose, picking players. Just need a step to get on the end of the service.
Off that corner. Headed down as a pass, but taken away by Gilchrist. Senegal drifting back. Back pedal as it's played wide. De Bruyne. Far side. Has options. We have a wide open De Kuiper. Instead, in transition, Mane. And we move back.
Yeah, comes from the ball, so outside position. Someone pick up the ball at the end.
Good start for Senegal, and it really started with what you talked about in the opening hit, the wide play.
It will certainly continue to be a theme throughout this match. But what we are seeing is once Senegal does get stretched and they commit more numbers forward, a few transition moments for Belgium as well. As you're going to see De Bruyne on the ball more often. He had an attempt that went well over the goal, nowhere near. But then that final pass trying to find the Piper on this near side just gets picked off. But the more that he's on the ball for Belgium, the better. In terms of controlling the tempo, but then also just settling things down or speeding it up when necessary in the attack.
Mekla. Pushing it into the middle. Tielemans deep. Going long. Castagne. Strong run. Kept it alive into the box. Deflected ball out. Senegal moving it ahead. The legs get together. And the foul's given. Spike and protest for Belgium.
It's a smart play for teams. I mean, they're experienced players as well. Just back into Senegal player, just making sure that they don't get able to break out in those moments.
Scoreless here, 21st minute. Downtown Seattle. Cease, holding that. Dion. Hunting. Cease. Senegal in their own half. Diarra. Trying to get a wave started here. Now it's coming. Now it's coming. Cease. Long ball right. Hamburg almost beaten there on it. Senegal getting numbers ahead. Day. Donaday. Senegal's captain. Jacobs. Mane. Gotta get past Castagne. That goes inside. Oh, well done by Castagne. That's not easy to defend against Mane with all those moves.
Well, they're all being out of bounds. It certainly looks like it from our angle. Plus, although if the entire way the ball definitely.
Okay. With that route, Mane. Mate. The touchdown from De Bruyne. Missing on Cease. That's move there. The sweet move. They get it wide. That numbers up for Senegal. The game's first goal. Hopke holding time. Hopke sitting it in. That's wide. Mane. Good time too. Yeah, he kept that in. Flip it out. It's going to be a throw. Not sure how he did it, but he did it.
Well, it's a great picture though of how Senegal just committing numbers forward because right now there's no vertical threat for Belgium to really break out. Doku can be that player, but everything's to feet for him. So they're pushing numbers forward, only two players back. There's no threat to be able to beat them in behind, even if they are dispossessed.
John. Nahate. Cease. Senegal has looked the more dangerous of the two sides in the early going here. Here in the 24th minute. Nahate. Cease skating the halfway line. When is hit? Out wide. Senegal an attack outside of the box. Couple of cuts there. Made off. Okay, gonna get. Jacobs is open. Jai now finds Mane. Sadio Mane's cross.
And it's a goal for Senegal. 1-0 Senegal over Belgium right now.
She starts to get play on the far side. He puts her up. Had to low position to create the overload on that far side. Didn't then recycle the runs. But look at all the numbers. It just works. Find the moments. And then it's an early ball whipped in. As soon as they took that back line, it pulls her back then. They get a little bit of space. Don't actually commit to deny that service in. A wonderful initial header to that post. Unlucky for that not to find back of the net. But then her reaction from the yard, get there first and get this opening goal is exceptional.
Diarra gets the goal. It comes in the 25th minute. It is his sixth international
like that,
goal and second of this 2026 FIFA World Cup. A big goal that was for Senegal. A well-deserved goal, too.
And I was just about to point out before that goal went in, but watch Diarra, number 21, the movement from Senegal, because he's an attacking midfielder, doing such a good job of initially going higher onto the back line of Belgium, and at the right moments just dropping in, and no one from Belgium knows exactly who to pick up. Either go with him, they stay more compact defensively, it's freeing him up, and then he's able to pin him centrally and then for the one.
The Saudis throw in, puts it away. And that collision with the Saudis should get this ball back. The cross, that post, ran by John. He did not start in the first two games. Mendy was the starter. He's been there number one since 2019. But Mendy conceded 3 goals in each of the first two games.
It hasn't been tested.
So I'll make the change. Paid off. Jacobs.
Hasn't been tested in this game, so important grab. Gonna handle a flip of that ball that was served in for Belgium. Just to get things settled as well, because they haven't been tested defensively at all so far from Belgium. But now it's going to be interesting in terms of the response. We're seeing the step up in terms of pressure. And that more compact shape that we've seen throughout this match so far from Belgium.
I'm anticipating my next question of Belgium. This should be a match break, I'm assuming, between these two sides. This one to go out to get there. This match break, but there's only been one goal. It was a beauty. Diarra scores it as we go to break. Senegal leads Belgium.
Without T-Mobile 5G home internet, this place is spooky. Let's just start T-Mobile home internet delivery.
Now you can get the fastest 5G home internet with same-day delivery by DoorDash.
See, nothing to be scared of. Get T-Mobile 5G home internet delivered the same day. Powered by DoorDash. Just $35 a month. I also got my new phone delivered the same day. Everything all right? Everything's streaming.
Dove Beauty Bar does far more than clean.
As opposed to moisturizing the skin, I use Dove Beauty Bar on my face.
I use it to take off my makeup. I use it on my legs to help me shade. It's gentle on my eczema prone skin.
Things are into Tuesday. These things are.
My skin is softer, fresh, clean.
It's always there for whatever ready.
With 1/4 moisturizing cream, Dove Beauty Bar. It's amazing what Dove Beauty Bar can do.
It's not exactly a watch party if there's nothing to watch. Good thing Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour.
1 hour. Who knew? There you go.
Senegal off the post. There's the rebound. There's Diarra. And if you're just joining us, Senegal have the lead over Belgium. Chop happy with his team's performance. This match break, Lauren, comes at probably the right time for Belgium maybe to collect their thoughts here.
Absolutely. They need to increase the tempo at different times because right now it's just been too easy in terms of unforced errors in possession that's led to Senegal just being able to pin it back defensively. So one, get Darker, get Corona involved in this game more often than we're seeing right now. But just right before the hydration break, we did see them step up the pressure, and we'll see if we see that more consistently as this half goes on. In order to unsettle Senegal a little bit higher up the field.
That is Garcia. I was wondering when they were going to turn the water off. We saw that, but it's off now.
We've seen our
Yes, we
incident
did.
before.
Yes, we did. We
I've
almost
never seen
needed-
you run so fast.
We almost needed umbrellas for that hit, but we were okay. As Mekalo plays it across. Teat for Belgium, trailing 1-0 after a half hour. Round of 32. Loser goes home. The winner will take on the winner of USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's coming up after our game. And later, you're on Fox. Big to the USA as they try to get to the round of 16. That game would be here in a stadium that is as loud as any stadium in this country. When they defeated Australia, there is a fan on the field. And cameras are, I assume, not showing this. More than one fan. It's good that they're not publicizing. I'm not sure, Lori, what possesses somebody to try that, but today we were told two people trying to climb the Empire State Building, so this is probably easier to do. Taylor should be back to the game. Field invader. Match break. Match break for them.
I've seen one before. I've never seen two at once.
Break for them. And we start with a drop ball.
So right there, Joe, they say for his team just to make sure that they stay focused. Hydration break and then this little stoppage.
Kuiper by the ball. Upside is Brighton. Mecca. Tapped. Belgium has struggled in this opening half. Senegal, with the only goal, came from Diarra, 25th minute. Mecca. That's for Sanye to the right. Kaya outside the circle. Mecca. Right at the middle. Toku. Trying to get outside. Right down. Did you get the call? Yep.
See how much attention he demands. They'll do. Starts on the left hand side, but just into the central area. It didn't look like there was much of a touch at all in this play. Actually, from that angle, certainly gets his leg both of them.
Did you try to oversell it?
Yep.
And it cost him.
Regardless, again, getting him to run up on the ball as much as possible. But one thing I just wanted to say before that hydration break and even the goal for Senegal, they're doing such a good job, not only just staying compact centrally and nearing the field defensively, but they're getting earlier pressure on Belgium defensively. So a little bit higher up the field, and Ron did that as well in their game in group stage, and it really unsettled Belgium. We're seeing that from Senegal, and it's allowing them to get possession and dispossess Belgium.
Top game. Long ball ahead towards line. Over the shoulder. And there could have caught with that ball his money, but that was too far ahead. James Portman, the After Hours, will be on Fox tonight. Another nightly wrap of today's World Cup action with special guest international team member Declan Rice. That's on Fox at midnight local. What did they say about that England game? For DR gave England run for their money. But Harry Kane was too much. There goes today. The star England striker.
Stars are certainly showing out in this tournament. Lucky are we.
Like all of them.
Absolutely.
Everyone. De Bruyne out wide this time. First time we've seen him in that spot today. He kept the line. Just looking for someone open in that seam. Threw it out.
And the napkin was wide open just on top of the penalty spot as well. If that would have kept that ball made its way through. But those are the runs that we're talking about. Doesn't have to be long runs, just little dashing runs in behind Senegal. Because De Bruyne has all the talent in the world to be able to feather that ball in, perfectly weighted.
He was more central. Now he's right-sided. Trying to get him more on the ball. Here is still through. De Bruyne. Still it through. Blocked. Can they break? That deflection, so by Tielemans. Nakala. That's risky.
Yeah, perfect view of it.
Risky.
I'm thinking that was square ball right across. Center circle is not what you want if you're Belgium. Chasing this game.
Takes. From Nakala. Returns it. Tielemans. Teat. Nakala. Keeping that pressure. Shifting defensively. Teat. Long ball. Far side. And away by Diarra. Jai on the right. Returns it. Yeah. Still in it. Towards the middle. Son makes a run. Mane's open. Mane waits for the help. It's coming there. Drop back. Top game. Wide left for Jacobs. Bringing it down. Gunagay. Broken up. But quickly recovered. No whistle there. Play is continuing. Game. The shot. Stop.
The sunshine is unworthy. They're going for jury. Or they start to bring others into the game. And Diarra and Jai on that far side. Just wonderful, wonderful work to be able to cut out defenders. And then in these moments, they're just a boost. They're waiting for the pressure from Belgium, and then they get themselves in a better position. This is Mane just cutting inside, taking a few players on. For the last second, unbalanced, can't get a clean look on frame. Makes it easy for Courtois, but regardless, you see how quickly here they are, dispossessing Belgium again, in good positions to attack. Sarr's done excellent work in terms of helping back defensively. That time is dispossessed, but he's been an outlet throughout. Just to play off of and invite others into the game for Senegal.
That's a good point. He's not figured in the scoring, but he's made an impact in this game.
And he's the one that got the initial header off the goal from Diarra.
Nakala. For Belgium. 38th minute. Senegal with a 1-0 lead on the Diarra goal. Giant defense here. Comes back for Teat. Nakala. Going inside the Bruyne for Doku, who's now also on this right side. Overloading on the right with he and De Bruyne. Doku. De Bruyne makes a run. Doku can't find him. Still dribbling. Low cross missed De Bruyne. Knocked away by Senegal. That was more active from those two, De Bruyne and Doku. And a foul.
I think it was
Does him out.
it's good work just to shield the ball and draw the foul. But right now, when you look at the way that Belgium was attacking, trying to find Doku, isolating the wide areas, but immediately Senegal doing a good job of getting 2-3 players around him, just slows down the pace. And they're making it predictable for themselves once again. It's a smart game plan for Senegal because they know De Bruyne, Doku, those are the two main players. There's a previous attempt from Mane. Last second, just loses his balance. Castagne's coming over to make the play defensively, make it a clean look, but all of the attackers right now for Senegal having their way with the Belgian back line.
Zhao with the long clearance. And forward by Jai. No one close enough to that in green as Tam goes up the middle. Naka, Tielemans, Makala, Tam. Thiago in there coming up. The Bank of America halftime show on FS1. He will see Jovobian. Huge striker. Makala for Tam. Tillman's, they're trying to find some space here.
There's not, yeah.
Where is it?
They're essentially in a 5-4-1. Defensively, Senegal.
We're sitting in, but by the goal. Right at the offensive job.
When you imagine the Lukaku is going to come in, Lukaku is going to come in quicker in the second half. Because he's the type of player that can get on the end of that service, just pin back the two center backs. They can allow more of a false nine that we talked about. He'll drift, he'll come out wide, he'll drop into the midfield. Senegal to squeeze the game.
Facade left. Between they join him on the attack. Senegal's forced wider. Tant. Makala. Castagne. 40 minutes gone here, opening half. Senegal with a 1-0 lead from a Diarra goal.
There's the shots they're setting. Who's waiting for the ball to come in to Benakin or Killemans, and then immediately getting pressure on them.
Facade swimming it through. Kuiper coming it back. Not sure if he was looking, but there was no one in a white colored jersey in that slot area, that scene.
The cutback ball's on. We've seen it a few different times for Belgium. No one's making that run, whether it's just too early, everybody trying to get the ball that's sliced across the 6-yard box. Not to commit somebody in to that area. Even if you don't get a clean look, JP, it's going to at least force Senegal back even more.
Castagne, no pressure yet. Sending one in, late one there, but it's clear now. Not in down. Not good, but
There's a ball. Clear pushing in. 2 hands. And just to go back to that previous point, even if you don't get something on the cutback ball, the next ball then could be sliced across the 6-yard box. It's just giving Senegal something more to think about defensively. But these little lofty balls early on, or early into the box, just going to be so easy for Senegal to be able to pick off and make a play on. It's intended for the Kuipers, the left back for Belgium.
Belgian fans quiet at the moment. The opposite can be said for Senegal and their supporters. There's one of Lukaku warming up. He's played for Napoli 4 minutes past the hour mark. That's it because of injuries. Already had 1 goal in this tournament. We're not getting up out of the number 9 position here with the Qatar so far. And some of that is he's at no service.
And a lot of that has to do with just the way that he plays. It's just floats around a bit more. And that's what I do think we're going to see Lukaku coming into this game. And he can just create the presence that he does.
And here as Senegal looks for another one.
Really defensively against Senegal, he'll just demand that attention inside the 18-yard box. But then also just as more of a reference point in the attack when they are in possession. They can play off of him. De Bruyne can come underneath. Don't really have that right now. Make it easy for Senegal at times just to condense the game, but then also just drop back and make these plays in these situations.
Trap walk by De Bruyne. Leading it. Don't go in the box. Down through the center.
Saved by Senegal.
But how good he is when he gets just a little bit of an open space. Just a little shift of the hips. Here to point out, find out the challenges, but right there, just his ability to unsettle the defender, go past him, and create just a little bit of space. Nearly catches Joe off his line. That's the best opportunity because most of the play right now for Doku has been out wide. But if you get 2 or 3 players around him, there's going to be another tough challenge in the middle of the field. Favor of Belgium now.
Small, top game.
We mentioned it, the hydration break shifts the momentum. Since then, it's been all Belgium in terms of possession and certainly great. A few more opportunities of getting some momentum in this game.
Push wide. Belgium looking for something here. Turning. Cutting it. And points.
Corner kick coming up for Belgium.
Belgium's first corner. almost at 45 minutes waiting for a stoppage time signal. And then in the 4 minutes, we expect to be added to the match break. Our side. Over the short corner, played back outside. Driven.
Shoots. Save. And it's going to be another corner for Belgium.
Time in the game, you put under some pressure. The last thing you want to be doing is conceding to Belgium when you pretty much have the foothold in this game. And the Vipers is the one that gets just a little bit of space. You see it's heading for that top corner, but Jow comes across so well. It's a little push off for that right hand. The very wide second corner, quick succession.
Belgium coming on a little bit here towards the end of this opening half as De Bruyne gets ready. In second corner.
We have 5+ minutes of added time left to go in this half.
Tom Fox will on the third direction and one of the World Cup favorites, Spain, will take on Austria, who got that last second goal, if you want to say, against Algeria the other night in Kansas City. Coverage starts 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Fox. Austria was going to be out of the World Cup. Now they have a date with Spain. Piper, open up. That shoulder to shoulder a little bit more. Here's John Arrive.
Senegal on the attack.
Nice pass back. Nothing on that.
No good.
Let's see him play. Look what was going on. Finally, it
It's
is.
going to be a goal kick for Belgium.
Now we'll put it back into play. Any changes in the starting lineup today? It's been good on the right side. Sanye into the middle. Back up. Take it. Take a little stoppage some. 5 men posted. Take out. Mekala. Castagne. Look who stays on this right side. They go to De Bruyne now with right, Doku. So we get through, you tap it Doku. And you're covered in the end by Senegal.
Gets the start on that right hand side with Nicky Jackson getting the start. There's been some criticism for him in terms of not finishing off the plays. That shifts Sarr into that center forward role. Jai obviously is the right winger, but the dynamism up top for Senegal has been
Goal
excellent.
kick for Senegal.
Hasn't been easy for the back line of Belgium.
Hot game.
Free kick
And Doku.
for Belgium.
Could be necessary right now for Senegal just to make sure they don't concede, make this as predictable as possible, see out this half, and go into halftime with a 1-goal lead.
From finding to Piper. Take out. Backen. Mekala back to Taya. Dribbling back. Back into the circle for Mekala.
3 minutes left to go in the first half.
Hielemans. Castagne. Checked by Mane. Maybe a couple minutes to go in this opening half. The block gets recovered by Belgium. Slipped through Tielemans. Doku up the middle. Doku kept this balance and then
There's not the right to challenge initially, even though he was fouled. They're trying to stay on his feet. It's
gonna be a free kick for Belgium.
Again. And it's smart from Doku because he's been out wide the majority of this game so far, whether from the left side or the right side, but this time just comes into that little position right in front of the back line of Senegal. And with how quickly he can shift his pace and his body, just forces defenders to bait it with the foul.
26 yards away. It's either the Kuiper off the left foot or De Bruyne off the right at this moment, unless something changes here. So the ball has been set up in front of John. Huge opportunity for Belgium on this free kick to really double this opening half. Luna stepping back. Kuiper's at an angle. Kuiper strikes. Hits the wall. Far side by Diana. Sit into the Belgian half. For Courtois. German ball right for Doku. Trying to trap it, ends up with it. Doku. Doubled up, goes outside. Tielemans waits for runners. Tielemans fires. That's cleared away from distance.
Shoots it and save by Senegal.
This first half ends.
It's better. It's better for Belgium. At least going to halftime with a little bit more.
Halftime. All right.
Diana, game's on the go.
Halftime might be right back.
Thanks to our studio, Pete Rubenstein, Michael Gianotti, and Peter Schmeichel will take it away at halftime.
JP Laurie, thank you very much. So Senegal with a 1-0 lead at the break and looking to become the second African side in the round of 16. Being the team of Belgium over and Peter Schmeichel with you. Coming up first half highlights and a look ahead to tonight's USA round of 32 match.
16 in their last 3 World Cup appearances. Can they make it 4 in a row later today? Where do they need to find success from the field today?
Well, as we all know, Christian Pulisic is a big piece to this puzzle. For this team to be successful as well, played 45 minutes in the first match, did not play the second, and then came on and made a difference in Turkey. So he's going to be really key at the 1v1, going at these players. It's going to be very tight, very compact from this Bosnia team.
I think, yeah, just put the pressure on and start from the beginning, just in terms of how we press them, how we move the ball quickly, the interchanging of positions, the one-on-one duels that we talked about, with Christian going at players or Des going at players, whipping balls in, whether it's Anthony Robson getting up the field. I'm really excited about this team and the possibility of them making an historic run. But, hey, it's going to be a tough match, and the longer this game goes on, there's more pressure to be on this U.S. side, especially being at home.
And the U.S. has had such great starts through the course of the group stage goals within the opening 10 minutes in all 3 games. Can they get another fast start against Bosnia? We'll find out a little bit later tonight, guys, from San Francisco.
Rob Carly, thank you very much. To the moment of the pop, sponsored by Bank of America. And again, in the 24th minute of the floor of Sunderland's Happy Diarra, he gave Senegal a 1-0 lead, and that's where they stand in Seattle. Back to the second half next.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America for a reason. With trucks that go the distance. Capability without compromise. And value where it counts. Tech that keeps you a step ahead. And range to take you further. For every family and every purpose. From job sites to lakesides. City.
We thought he would be coming in, didn't know it would be at halftime, maybe later, but they were desperate to get something done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's two or done at this one time in the tournament, but we talked to building himself into this tournament. But also, he's a reference point for Belgium. He can hook up off those defenders, particularly the two center backs. He's going to occupy space in the 18-yard box. And imagine this Belgium team, after that halftime talk, they're going to come out, be a little bit more dynamic in their approach, and he has to be at the heart of a lot of those attacks.
There is Lukaku, 6'3", big target player. Only 64 minutes with Napoli because of injuries this season. He's a game changer, 91 international goals, number 1 all time for his country. Starving it down. The start from Senegal got off to here in the second half. They were good at the start of the first half. Cut inside. Back outside of the box. There's broken up. The Packers going for it. But then Hate, Sayamane. Sending it across. It falls. John shot. Just one.
It should be business as usual for Senegal. Don't need to change a thing. Just need to make sure that they continue to find moments when they're going to step up the pressure higher up the field. That didn't settle Belgium a lot during that first half, particularly before the initial hydration break. So it's a good start already, creating a few issues and forcing Belgium to defend right after the opening whistle of the second half.
I don't know, the game's only goal in the first half, 25th minute. Senegal with the lead here. Let's round of 32 matchup. Brassard dribbling. The Senegal half. Van Aken went the wrong way on that pass. Lukaku was somewhat open. And back to Tea. See if they can get Lukaku involved early and maybe in combination with De Bruyne.
On the tempo at which they play. And you see right now they're building with three because the Kuiper on this near side, the left back for Belgium, he's been pushing high at times into those central areas. I do think one of the way, if they just drop one of those outside backs a little bit deeper, it will force Senegal to come out of their own defensive shape, and then they can invite the pressure and play beyond them.
And run down this right side by John. Open up play.
It's going to be important for Belgium to continue to move the ball side to side as quickly as possible, and then be able to get the numerical advantage. It's too slow in that first half.
Nice switch from Donaghy. Back for Dion. And Hate. Dion. Right on the left side, Jacobs. Back to the ball. Doku with a pickup. And it's foul. With the stays with Senegal on top, more pressure on Belgium. This will be a very early exit for them, although they did go out in the group stage in 2022. Expected to go a bit farther in this tournament. Not a lot in that, but there was a foul. And a free kick will take place for Belgium.
Two challenges for Belgium deep in the road half. And Senegal, that's the pressure that we were talking about. It hasn't made it easy for Belgium at all to be able to build so simply. That pressure is just unsettling them. They can't get the rotations and movement that we're so accustomed to seeing from Belgium.
Trapped by the Kuiper, left for Trossard. Back in, into the middle, Tielemans, bumped. Belgium will keep possession of Tant. Trossard. Nakala. Castagne. Long towards Trossard. Off the header out. It's by Diatta. The Kuiper.
Well, this is the moment, Chippy, that I'm talking about. It's just too slow for Belgium. Senegal are overloading the central area, so the space is going to be out wide, but it's too slow to get there. Then it's a heavy touch from the Kuiper. But if they just drop the Kuiper down a little bit, that invites Senegal to come out of their shape, and then they can rotate the ball out to Doku on that far side. But right now, they're just matching up 3 for 3, forcing Doku on that far side just to drop really far down in a position that's not dangerous at all against Senegal.
That's on the Kuiper. That jersey stretch. Belgium trailing. They were slight favorites at least to win this game. Still a long way to go. Middle, Dion sends it out wide. Jacobs, ball cut back, Mane. Twisting and turning his Mane. Defended by Doku, left off for Jacobs. Trying the right. He's not behind him. Saar lays it up. Wanted to give and go. Top game. We're playing left. Mane. Isolated at the moment. Mane in line. Oh, it was it. That could have been two. That could have been too much for Belgium.
He's in an excellent position. There's just a runs. Initial run from Jacobs, and then they're able to take on 1v1. And this is where they're beating Belgium in the 1v1 situations because Belgium has no answer defensively. Wonderful position once again from Diarra just to be able to get into that little cutback position. Knows he has to be doing better in that moment. Keep it on frame, get the whips around it. Missed opportunity there at the end. If they go 2-0, huge.
And it's a goal for Senegal, 2-0 Senegal.
And it's an
You guys think Belgium's done now? Or could they bounce back?
And then that second touch, even though he's leaning away, unbalanced, top corner, makes no mistake about it. He starts the first goal, well, then he finishes the second one to give them a lead in such an important time of this game.
He scored goals in back-to-back games.
USA versus Bosnia tonight. Well, I won't be live for that game. I have friends coming over, so
Big moment for
it
him.
will not be live for
For
that.
Senegal.
Huge net decline for Belgium. And it comes at the exact right time. They come out of the halftime break, go after Belgium, increase the lead now. And we mentioned Sark throughout that first half, how important he was in his movement to fight others in, but he also has that ability to stretch the back line. He can play out wide as a center forward. But no pressure on the ball. He sees his face. The recognition in the finish is tremendous.
A 2-0 lead for Senegal. As Belgium have a couple of subs. With Kiel and Raskin, as well as go back to Courtois. Not sure if anything Courtois could have done. That was a total goal from Saar.
Just world-class finish. Under pressure. Barely kept his footing at the end. He's losing his balance. But that first touch, so good just to be able to take it in stride and ride off the pressure from the defenders that were chasing him down.
Senegal got off to a good start in the first half, but they didn't score for 25 minutes. So we're talking about another good start to the second half, but they were rewarded early, thanks to Saar. Comes down. Knocked in the back there. That's his goal, which was incredible.
That was going to be an excellent view right there. But you're all just stuck into the ground, nothing that he can do about it. But that ability to be able to strike through the ball that way, get it cleanly.
So it's in the building good ways, but still his way to build a catch. Mbappe, Messi, etc.
And that's a smart tackle. They're going to be found, but this is so down. Doku, he's one of the players that we're going to want to get more touches on. We said that throughout this match. But just to stop the pressure, stop the transition moment. Goes back to what I was saying. That's the early pressure. Iran did that really well as well. Unable to create the overloads, and the tempo's just been too slow, especially in these moments for Belgium. But no answer to the pressure, but then also the attack. See how they go again. get cut off the hook at that moment.
That was more pressure on Belgium. They got 2 goals to catch up to. Reminder that in the knockout stage, if it's tied up at 90, you go an extra 30. Seen some great games so far in the knockout. Several have gone to penalty kicks, a lot of one-goal decisions. Only a couple of games that were maybe decided early, like the France game. Maybe Mexico last night against Ecuador, but for the most part, very competitive and upsets. One over Germany being one. On that right side, held up there. Spanish pass. That might have been the first touch by Lukaku.
That ball has to go back out to play, but they got to read that quicker.
Right side, Doku. Lukaku's in the box. Doku. That's blocked. And roll off for a throw in. Lukaku again. Lukaku back.
And it does give you a good glimpse of Lukaku, what he could do. Just hold up the play, drop it back, and then they go out the other side and create the overloads on that near side.
Lukaku trying to make his way into this game. We're seeing the 2 subs coming in. It's like they're making. This can't be, is it? That's an early exit for De Bruyne and Joku. This reminds me
Kevin De
of
Bruyne
South Korea.
has been taken out.
Earlier. That was controversial. Well, the outcome was still not decided. There's a lot of time left. Maybe that's a sign of the times. Not so much for Doku, but
No,
De Bruyne.
nothing for Belgium.
I'm surprised, aren't you?
Absolutely. Those are the 2 players that you lean on greatly to ignite your attack. You see how these substitutes that change this game for Belgium in terms of maybe speeding up the tempo at times with Doku. They left him on an island to try to take on 1 or 2 players, typically in 1v1 situations. He's going to get the better of them, but the way that Senegal defended him, they had 2 or 3 players around him at all times.
So, yeah, slipping through. And swept away by Teo.
Time for
Answers
Senegal.
on offense and on defense. No answers on it so far. Meanwhile, Sar's become the first Senegal player to score 4 goals in a single World Cup. The first to score in 2 straight games. Diana. Senegal on with a 2-0 lead. It's Jai. Diana. He's going to start it in the first half. The 25th minute. Jai with it. Getting closer to the hour mark. Easy foul to call there. Mexican just came in.
And they found
It's going to be
Belgium.
with the pace of
Senegal
the
with the
game
free
now, with this
kick.
2-goal lead for Senegal. They're going to have to find that balance and manage it. They're just going to slow down the tempo at different times, keep a little bit more possession, and then when they can, change their pace and play in behind in Belgium.
Play goes back to Jai.
Belgium's going to have to come out of this shape. As you see, they're chasing a little bit, stepping up the pressure now, much like we saw after the hydration break in the first half.
Scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. Trying to back in the Belgian half. Tat. Stein. Totally. Back to Courtois. Instead of one off the left foot.
Belgium boots it down the field.
Back here. Into the middle. Looking for the couple on the turn, let it up. Wanted it back. Top game clears, not out of danger yet.
I think it's this is
Still, Belgium still on the attack.
Sorry. You don't care. Cuts there, another one. Fires it, it's blocked.
Blocked by Senegal.
So, recovered by Belgium. A little bit more jump at their step for Belgium.
And move the ball quicker. So when they're getting isolated in 1v1 situations, we talk about Doku when he was in those wide areas. At times it was too slow to get to him. Here comes Lukaku.
Looking is Lukaku. Laid it off in the short ball. Play across and it hits.
No good.
It's got to be a corner. So few corners in this game, really, for both teams.
Corner kicks for Belgium. Coming up.
That deep midfield position, a bit higher up the field. That was a tight angle. Little touch there at the last second of the defender.
At that corner near close. Knocks it away.
Going out by Senegal.
Well out of goal. Meets it in the circle. Backing up. With pressure now from Senegal. It's
Belgium puts it down the field.
Lukaku. Stanier went short. Beckler. Tant. Pushing forward as Trossard left finds him. Inside.
Right idea.
Nice shot.
Great angle for
Going out. Belgium going.
Fieldman's being able to get a little bit higher up impact in the final third with a bit more possession.
Tucker in the middle. Instead, the Tucker laid it off. That's blocked. Blocked traffic there.
And his first touch shuts him down.
Belgium cannot get anything on goal.
Tucker left side. Belgium have another sub up. And some nice little works from his coach, Stassi. Over with it. Left me was blowing the whistle. See if they're going to make a change. It's Morera. Ball from Senegal. They up by a 2-second score. They went past the saw. To Kuiper. Oh, you can hear that one up here.
Knee into the back and then gets the top of his head as well. Curious to see if this is who the substitute's coming in for. Herrera. He's a winger. I've already seen Doku make his way off this field. It could be Trossard as well. We'll see, but there's the foul. It's on his backside. Diana, the better of him.
Free kick when play resumes. It is Van Aken who's coming up. So they are getting younger as well as getting fresher legs in the field, but his veteran talent, which might have given him an edge, it's no longer an edge.
I haven't been able to keep up really with the pace of the game in terms of the way that Senegal's attacking, even possession and moving the ball really well with good pace. But then in those 1v1 situations or transition moments, they've gotten the better of Belgium. So Trossard with Herrera coming in, he'll just move into the central area.
Kills with it, and Tucker was calling for it. They've been unable to really find him. That's an easy foul to call as well. And the call's coming. Frustration for sure.
Fouling Belgium. And it's going to be Senegal. Free kick.
You can understand their frustration. It is not gone according to plan.
Look at that little touch from Sar. It was exactly where Mekala is at all times. Just invites him to come across aggressively. Little touch, gets past him.
64th minute. Well, for those just tuning in, what have they missed, especially if they were thinking Belgium was at least a slight favorite?
Really a wonderful 64 minutes for Senegal from the start of the game, creating opportunities, going ahead in that first half. But then immediately in the second half, getting that second goal that gives them a little bit of breathing room. And it's really forced Belgium to have to make some changes immediately in the second half. They try to create a tempo to get them back in this game. But right now, Senegal did a good job of slowing things down when needed, but then also being compact defensively and being disciplined defensively. It's really been all Senegal.
And you would have thought in a big game, that you need to win to advance, that De Bruyne and Doku would be taken out of the game for subs.
So you have to, exactly, but you have to give Senegal credit in those moments, the way that they defended, and I liken it to the way that Iran defended Belgium as well. They've taken away those central areas, but they've gotten the pressure early enough that haven't allowed them to be able to build up, create the overload that make them so successful, Belgium.
Belgium on the attack now.
Leading the attack, Senegal getting just about everybody back. Raskin. Now playing with that yellow card. Pinocchio sending one in. Lukaku. Heavy off the chest.
Some great challenges.
Lukaku didn't have that under control like he normally would. You wonder about his match fitness, right? If he's only played 64 minutes for Napoli and 100 and some odd minutes here in this World Cup, because if he's match fit, he's starting.
He's excellent to the reference point, regardless, he's going to be digging deep at this moment to get something out of this game for Belgium.
Amara is coming in.
This is a huge substitution for the Senegal as well.
Up game comes out. First legs maybe one, is it something tactical as well?
Well, first legs, but also Kamara got injured in the warm-up
Another
before the
substitution.
so wasn't able to play. Didn't get the start.
For Senegal.
Knew that he was available, but just his ability to possess in the midfield next to Donaghy, see out this game, his experience over the line as well, just to keep the tempo at different times, just manage what they need to get this win here today.
In the space towards cut off. Senegal up 2-0. The winner of this game will take on the winner from the USA versus Bosnia Herzegovina in round of 16 game here in the stadium. If Senegal is to win, it's a rematch of a previous friendly. The US defeating them right before the World Cup. Jai on the ball. Slipped it, but it's behind Donaghy. Camera as well. Going down that far side, broken it out, clear it up the middle. That's Kamara. And he's blocked.
First touch of the game.
Can be a foul on Senegal. Yellow card for him.
Free
kick for
play, picks that one off. Ball just gets away from him, but those are always hurt as a player. Just gets stuck on the top of the foot.
Here's Morena trying to go inside. It's 12 down at the back. Yeah. Hit by talent. Senegal's pressure when they lose the ball and trying to win it back immediately. Then when they don't, they'll drop off. But sometimes they won it.
They've been excellent on both sides of the ball. Now they're not going to need to have to continue to attack. Okay, just manage it, slow it down, use your defensive pressure and discipline to control this game. Because right now, there hasn't been really any moment that Belgium has said, yes, we can take you on in combination, or we can go individually and break you down. Funneling really well. As soon as that ball goes back, everybody's stepping up. And that was an issue throughout those three games. The space in between the midfield and the back line for Senegal, but they've corrected that so far in this game. Minimized a lot of the space, particularly for De Bruyne in that first half. The second half, not many players for Belgium have had an impact at all, especially with the rotations they've had to make early on.
Redskins pass ahead. Jim collects and tries to go wide. Morera. This was Stockspur cutting towards the middle, sending it in behind a couple of teammates. John, and no trouble with that, right in his arms.
Take by Senegal.
I don't know what to do for that.
Not well.
By John, Deontay. No foul was given there, surprisingly. Ratskin finding the Kuiper. The cross. They were looking for the Kuiper. And raced to the ball on the far side. Collected. Filaments. In the box. Wide again of Lukaku.
Wide.
But that's okay. That at least gives them an opportunity to continue to work on it.
We have a match break here. Two big goals for Senegal.
Next week,
Beauty
we'll be back. I'll be back.
Senegal at the moment are in the driver's seat of this match break. Score that goal.
I guess I'd be right back. I just gotta use the bathroom. Hold on.
16 were the winner of the USA. It's the Herzegovina. Awaits. Game coming up. Children on Fox. Everything to play for the USA. Going to continue this one. And it'll be round of 16. There's Lukaku.
Certainly an exciting game ahead for the U.S. in the driver's seat, but also a lot of pressure, which is a new situation that they'll be in. But the way they've started the games throughout the group stage, expect that again tonight against Latvia.
The last game for Belgium. It's going to start for them really since the opening whistle. Tapped. Reverse pass back. And back from Trossard. And now it's knocked out. Bye-bye. It's going to be against France. The youngest African player to ever score a goal at the World Cup at 18. Trossard. Head up, but nobody's open. He's looking to play direct. Back here. Towards the middle. Blocked.
It's just those details, JP. that they have gotten right in this game.
Down that left sideline. Big sprint there. Come on. Up across it.
That's my play.
Yeah. Bring it back. It wasn't on. Could have been a risky ball. Now to keep possession.
Bacchio is still down. He's just trying to make his way back into defensive shape for Belgium. But this is where they've been very good at times. We just mentioned, can they take the chances in transition? If it's not on, just pull it back. Take a little bit of possession, slow it down. Excellent way to be able to manage this game. Make sure you keep this lead. Go into the round of 16 with a lot of confidence.
Child holding it. It's amazing they lost their first two games, but they were really in the group of death. They had played France first, then Norway. Leading not only a win, but by a large margin. They got 5-0 over Iran. To get to there, they're the only third-place team with as few as 3 points, and yet here they are on the verge of getting to the round of 16.
This is a team with loads of talent, obviously we see throughout this game, but you almost think that that group stage really prepared them for the knockout rounds, whereas it's been a much more inconsistent tournament for Belgium. A lot of people coming into the World Cup would have thought that would have been an easy road in their group for Belgium. 2 ties in those first 2 games and have to win big.
I think he's going to become your last song when he gets in. Trading day for Belgium. There's still time. About 14 or so minutes and some stoppage time. But we need an answer soon. Taken away, but recovered by Raskin. Stanier. Bekala as Teot left. Distance, he fires, it's blocked. That's ambitious from there. Over the top. 2-5.
Good ball. Even if Mane's not going to be able to get to it, just drive it into the far corner. Look at the ground they're able to make up. Belgium with no real intensity or energy, it feels like, to be able to push the pace. Good Senegal here today.
Bacchio. Runners in the box for Belgium. Sarr. Angles it right. Up for grabs. It's loose in the box, but cleared. Teot was looking to bring it down. Never got as far as he was. Full hammer there. It comes out. Bekala. No whistles. Ricky Bacchio outside of the box. Cutting. Another cut. Shot taken. That's why. And he looked good and left his foot.
And he's had a few good looks. Just little feints to force the defender to go one way, open up a little bit of space to whip it into that top corner. This is going to be an excellent look. Doesn't miss by much at all. Really unlucky for Ricky Bacchio. That previous header to the far post, the Kuiper does so well to be able to knock it back down, and no one commits themselves for Belgium's that final sub. Actually, it's not the final sub, it's just a switch of positions. Oh, yeah, Mounier comes in.
Near the halfway line. With that free kick. Here's Jack. In for the Kappa. Bacchio sending it back. Look out here. On his first to it. Flatliners going for Senegal in the box, but it's blocked. Can clear it out. Just like that. Belgium has sprint back defensively.
Anytime they get into the attacking third, they look dangerous. They look like they're going to be able to create something in front of goal.
I used to play in the second half. He's played a minute of this World Cup. He's a threat regardless when he's out there. He's not seen much of the ball. The second half he did in the first.
Still demands a lot of attention, and the timing of his runs, just the spaces that he takes up, even if he just sits out wide, wants to be aware of him at all times. Makes that he possesses to get in behind as well. It just hasn't allowed for Belgium to be able to settle into the game. To be aware of those transition moments.
I'm sorry, then pass on the left. Number 9. It's time to stretch it out wide for Bye. With a tuck-in ball. Battle for the ball. Picked up. Moreno.
Great pressure. This is what I'm talking about. The repress.
Yep. Number 5.
And they suffocate, and then they earn the set piece. But that's been the difference this entire match. The first two loose balls, their ability to dispossess, there's no outlet from Moreno. They have to play back, and then that was the trigger to go, try to dispossess, and then earn the foul at the last second. A dangerous area for a free kick as well, because they can whip the ball in to the 18-yard box.
Sarah's goal is the only shot on goal in the second half by either team. That was it. Free kick here. Kamara might be the one to take it. That's out of the box from an angle. Jacobs is there too.
To go yourself up goal with a left-footed in-swinger. We'll just whip this across the 6-yard box.
2 in a row. Play across. And away from the middle. Good clearance by Belgium. Any goals are down by 2 in this round of 32. Akio. That's the last. The second minute. The pressure marks on Belgium. This golden generation might be out in the round of 32. And it will be the last dance, you would assume, for many of these aging players.
Yes, and then
The shot cease. Jiao releases. It's away from Teat. Castagnier clips it back to Courtois. Disappointing day so far for Belgium and their supporters who are trying to see out.
There's a really good look at the way that Senegal has set up defensively. A 4-2-4 really denied a lot of time out of the Belgium to be able to play on the back smoothly. And then they'll just drop into this compact shape. And that really tells you a story throughout this match, out of possession for Senegal.
Bakio. Here we go. Simpson's coming in. Lukaku was there, but he didn't get a touch to it. He's deciding it.
And that's it for their best form of attack.
it's wide for Belgium, so it's going to be a goal hit for Senegal.
Before Senegal to have to track back defensively, not be able to get their feet set. It's still nowhere near the frame of goal. They've got it covered defensively.
Goal on each half for Senegal. They've been consistent to this point in Seattle. Here's Belgium. Trossard's pass. Heads up shot.
And wide again for Belgium.
They can score one. Maybe they can get 2, but Tielemans couldn't get that close.
And that certainly make things much more nervy. Senegal just trying to play out of the back for the space to open up. But in these moments, if you're going to play out of the back, given this lead late in this game, you've got to make sure that you're in good positions to disrupt defensively, to get a little bit stretched between the lines. That allows Tielemans to be able to get in that position. Lukaku's offering his presence right inside the 18-yard box for Tielemans. One thought on his mind is go to goal.
Senegal will put it back into play.
Goal kick for Senegal.
Goal.
Puts it
One ball
downfield.
ahead. Hit it for on Teat.
Blocked by Senegal. Senegal's on the breakaway. Shoots, save.
Keeping Belgium slip side.
Senegal is still on the attack.
On the door. By Martin. And now the play was up. saved by Courtois.
Certainly looked like it was outside.
Yeah.
Outside on
Not
Senegal.
sure how close.
Being Senegal lead, 85th minute. And it's down to 32 in Seattle. Bakio. Nicola tapped. The Belgium half. Metal there. Still look fresh. They made the
By
changes.
Senegal.
Leading it from
Senegal on the attack.
Waits, trying to cut back, lay it off, and then cleared by Belgium.
Well, out
Towards
by
the corner
Belgium.
of the chest.
Belgium with the ball now.
Belgium break. Senegal sprinting back to cover.
Belgium
Right.
trying to get
Just
an attack
locking
on.
inside. Basket. Not for touch. Not clean. Ball played in the touch.
Lukaku. And it's a goal for Lukaku. And it's now down to 2-1. Belgium is down 1 to Senegal now. 2-1. Right now, let's see if they could come back in. See if they can come back.
Receiving the first two, and then Lukaku. In this moment, he is not going to miss. This is where he's made his money, made his career.
Lukaku with the goal.
Keeps it alive. Just makes it into the near post. Give this Belgian team just a little bit of life in this game.
That was his cleanest touch of this half. Several balls have hit him. He's not able to control them. This one, great. I mean, he did on that. And you going for something? Sort of check, but
So they're checking the
we
goal.
would be looking at
Hold
here.
on.
It's a good goal. So now you're Senegal.
Alright, so it's a goal. It's 2-1. It's official, it's a goal.
They'll open themselves up defensively, which could play into the hands of Senegal.
Senegal on a breakaway and wide. Can't get it. Goal kick for Belgium.
I feel like he felt like somebody was going to be able to get on the end of it, but just sliced it across the 6-yard box.
Senegal have a couple of sets up. They want to be fresh for the end. They want to be amending for the two.
Belgium on the attack. Blocked by Senegal. Senegal pushing it up, pushed all the way by Belgium.
Bad play, and then all of a sudden I put it down quickly.
Belgium trying to get another attack on.
Metal. Basket. Out wide, Moreira brings it down nicely. Trossard. Put him on up for grabs. Keep on.
And then it's in! And it's tied up at 2. Who scored that? And then I get to see who scored it. You know, they telling us with the goal.
And then come
2-2 tied up. We have a game between Belgium and Senegal.
These have given Senegal some issues throughout this match. Those whipped in balls from deeper positions and the Tillmans been in more of an attacking position throughout this second half to try to get something out of this game. Just rises above, doesn't even need to get A good look on it, just glances it in. Senegal trying to make the play defensively, but you see what that means. Really after chasing this game for 90 minutes. And my goodness.
Well, the captain coming through like we saw the other night with Mahrez in that big game for Algeria. And he scored twice in that group stage game that ended in a draw. And saw both teams end up going through to the round of 32. Referee's coming over. And I think he's got a yellow card on somebody on the Belgian bench. Rudy Garcia. What would Garcia be on the field? Just
My on the Belgian bench got yellow.
Keep believing in himself.
Head coach got a yellow card for Belgium.
what a game changer the Lukaku goal was. Not to mention Tibbs, you know.
And that's what it's all about. It's just getting that one goal to cut the lead. Give yourself a little bit of life in the game.
All right, let's see how many minutes there is for stoppage. They haven't shown it yet.
To be able to take care of.
Intended for 9, broken up. And if it's tied after 90, it's an extra 30 minutes as that ball is sliced out.
7 plus minutes. 7 plus minutes. Yeah,
And it's come back.
stoppage.
And 2 goals down.
7 plus extra minutes added on. Let's see who will score.
See it now.
Can somebody score before the 7
Yeah,
minutes stop?
in his face. So I was chasing
Saved
it.
by Belgium.
It's not goals.
Well, even though that Lukaku didn't score that second goal, it's just his presence alone. They have the ability to rip with those balls. They didn't have that in the first 45, so it made their play static. It made it predictable. It was really difficult for them to be able to get into this game, and we haven't been able to see them increase their energy with the puck as well. The whole offensive defense.
Belgium on the attack again. No.
So, and right
Good
now,
for
if you're
Belgium.
Everybody has to know what their job is. Just settle things down, take a deep breath. You're under a ton of pressure. Lukaku is leading this team. Look at the work that he's doing in that central area. Just around the defenders, good pass. In the last second, he's that touch right there. That just lets Tillman's down at the last second to not be able to get that ball across first time.
Whoever is assigned to Lukaku has to make sure they don't lose it. Ball playing toward the middle. Cleared out.
And now,
Sit right back in, but then cleared away.
can get shot on goal. Belgium with another attack. And saved by Senegal. Another
And I'm really sure I understand
going
why
on?
Josh trying to go quickly to see if they can catch in transition, but at the same time, once the defenders around him, at the last second, actually, just brought the Carlson just to make his presence known.
You could say that Belgium played below average for 85 minutes, and the last 5, they tied the game.
Hopeful balls,
Yeah.
can't clear your lines defensively. The presence of Lukaku at finish in the near post to cut the lead in half was excellent. Shows exactly why you want him in the game and what he's meant for this Belgium side throughout his career.
He's brought them back. Jack Collins. And Lucas for Saar. Mariki Bakio. Towns. Pisani. Courtois.
only 4 minutes until
Driven on.
until extra time.
It's blocked. Moreno was after it. Diana. Oh, that was risky. Lost it, but then it was last touch.
Going by for Belgium. Going for Belgium.
So much for Senegal being in the driver's seat. They won.
Well, they were, and they had been. I felt like they were managing the game really well. Just as soon as you don't get pressure on, and with the experience that you mentioned, JP, throughout this game,
Maybe it wasn't going
they
for
continue to
Belgium.
push.
Senegal on the attack.
Holding. Madison. Renegade. Diana. Six. And again, leaves it. Comes back. Come on. Diana. Six. Come on. 2-2 game. That's Diana. Sells it. Come on. Down again. Saw back. Sees Dion defended. Trying to step out this time. And then strong on the challenge. Morera sends it into the Senegal half. And Puck was on the chase.
Well, showing us exactly what those goals have done. Give this Belgium team a lot more confidence getting into the tackles. It's difficult as a player now, if you're Senegal, to have to shift your mindset. They've been trying to see out this game. They could see 2 goals. Now they have to be in the driver's seat to try to get a late one here.
Gonna get it from distance. Fires it low. That's going to anything.
No good
Take him to a stretch.
for Senegal. So it's going to be a goal kick for Belgium.
Sees it the entire way. Really gets a little touch on it as well, but pass up far post.
Senegal fans in disbelief. Probably Belgian fans as well. They were quiet in the first half. Some of their team probably play as poorly as they've seen them, but they're better to Senegal. They forced this game on Belgium. But now the Belgians for their comeback. Regardless of how this one ends. Herrera went down and a few extra rolls there. He's staying down. Now getting back up. A little bit time. And to the one of Saw, just throw the safety by 10.
Throw in for Senegal.
Less than 7 minutes now. Quick throw. Behind it. And just
Might be Senegal's last chance.
Ball crooks in. Mirrored in the green of Senegal. 10 out. Go out.
Throw in for Belgium.
And miss. And then
And it's extra time. Right.
Thanks to the
We have extra time coming up. 2 15-minute periods. We'll be right back.
After the break, another 30 minutes from Seattle. set in. Wolfie Black have already identified him as basically in.
We are back.
And he's not going to be, well, they've got two players up now, but neither one are in as we speak. You get an extra something, the extra 30 minutes. So Belgium can't make another change later if they want. Saw with a pass ahead. And straight ahead. Several players up the dribbles and such strengths. Money's not one of them, he's on the ball. High, into the middle. Mara. Outside. And way back, Cease. Two game, if you're just joining us, we're in extra time. 30 minutes, and then it's still level. And kicks to determine who is going to advance to the round of 16. Left off by Cease. The Senegal half. It's John. Not really tested until the last 5 minutes of this game. Courtois. Belgium have been giving life here. Mekala. In the other part. Picked up earlier. Driven along by Courtois. Bakio. Forward Kaku. Who went down. No foul given. He's telling Kaku to get right back up, which he does. Tapped. Morera. Running at the defense of Senegal. Putting his balance going wide left. And they're pushing into the middle. That's further right. Towards
You mentioned the subs that Belgium made, particularly with De Bruyne and then also Doku in that second half. But Bakio and Morera that's come in those wide areas have really increased the tempo, allowed them to break free and then send some of those more dangerous balls into the box that created two of the goals. These opportunities more so than we saw throughout the majority of that match. For 90 minutes for Belgium.
So foul on Belgium. Free kick to Senegal.
and Nicholas Jackson and Haji Mali Jif. They've been up for a while, actually since the extra time kicked off. Sadio Mane's day is done, and we'll see who else is going to be coming out. Small Jacobs. It could be the other. And that's confirmed on the board. Sadio Mane getting that ovation coming out. The first half for Sadio more involved in the game. Second half, very few touches. Some of the big names on both teams are now out of the game. Bakio, Teat. Got off, go back to goal to Jack.
So you're also thinking about total accumulation. The Mane played every minute so far. And it comes after in this game.
And a guy with that long ball. We're back towards Courtois. Tomorrow Fox, more round of 32 action. World Cup favorite Spain takes on Austria. Coverage starts 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Fox. Right on that left side. Came with a new attack. It came from 2-goal deficit. It goes in the 85th and the 89th. To get us to this stage here where probably even their diehard supporters didn't expect to happen. And we're down by 2 in the 85th.
They both are not happy with that call. They're getting more numbers around the ball carrier now. That's helping them. Lucky in that last instance, give up the foul.
Here's the extra sub that you can make. And an extra time. And we'll take it out the captain. Again. And Simple Giant. And then goes to Ismail Song. And they keep up and come out. Senegal with the ball in their own hands. Another chip. Bad pass again. Out for a throw. Belongs to Belgium.
Going for Belgium.
Nicola for Tayat. Belgium slowing it down. It's Raskin. Force back. Cutting back to Tayat. Got away with that ball. Across. Raskin. Tayat. Shy of the halfway line. Running Tillman's whose goal tied it at 2.
Picks it up. Belgium now on the attack. Thrown away by Senegal. Foul on Belgium. Senegal free kick.
Not surprising, given that there are two separate 15-minute periods. And the pace of this game has died down since Belgium tied this game late in the 90 minutes. As both teams feeling each other out, it's going to feel a little bit like that first part of the first half where no one really wanted to take risks until Senegal started pushing the tempo a little bit more. They got that go-ahead goal prior to the hydration break.
Bakio's header towards Fassard. And right back the other way. Almost taken away by Son. Right up. Really a good challenge. Here's Tayat to the left.
Belgium with the possession.
Return ball. With Nicola. Send back there. Tayat walks it up. No pressure at the moment. Morella. Tayat. Nicola. Aston. Teams wanted it. It's going back further. Munier. Ricky Bakio. Drawing attention there. Munier towards the middle. Tent. Munier. Ricky Bakio. Munier called for it back. Instead, it's Fassard. About Nicola. Tayat. Morel left. Fox is coming in. Overhead.
No, just over the players.
Missed Castagna and Morel.
Yeah, he's been good since coming in. We're establishing the width.
Up the middle. Oh, he was
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's who the ball was intended to, and then John Sally. But Morales did a really good job, and then they did increase the tempo, which they're moving the ball from side to side. First half, they really force Senegal to commit themselves defensively. They didn't have to move or shift side to side.
on back to Juice. In space, the chase for that ball. Back to Courtois, who moves it away. Jackson's the closest one to that ball. Tayat. Tayat will move it ahead on the left. Back to the halfway line. Raskin. Especially in the pump. With Belgium. Munier. Lukaku. Almost late run, but it's blocked. Second,
Senegal pushing the ball up the field, trying to. You can't.
Yeah. Then the other was down.
They've lost a little something. Senegal was shifting solid to this left-hand side since Nicky Jackson has come in.
Belgium with the
As they move
possession.
forward, they'll have that same movement, the same stretch runs. They open them up, and it's allowing for Belgium to be able to get back in position defensively and make the play, and then just regain some possession.
Morera from Tant. In the space. Just leaves it. Trying to leave it in for Lukaku. Cleared away.
Got away by Senegal. Belgium has the possession again.
Back in the Belgian half for Tant. Slightly brings it up. Into the box. Lukaku makes a run.
Saved by
He was
Senegal.
looking for it. Look at those players making the same run essentially. But since coming on, he has made his presence known, been an impactful player. Being the first goal to cut the lead, and then just consistently driving that back line of Senegal back to open up space. And that's how they've been able to start to create some of the combination in those central areas. With both players, Tielemans and Lukaku, trying to make the same run, get on the end of it.
4 minutes left in this first 15, and he says it was so close. He's right.
First 15 should be
Ryan Kamara,
over soon.
I think. Yeah, I think Kamara. Just go long.
Mark Belgium going for Senegal.
And coming up. Next. 2 15-minute extra time segments. Still time when we get 120 minutes. Now the kicks will determine who goes on to the round of 16. Back to over there.
Senegal.
Backing up. Lost it. It's going back up. Madison.
Back in Senegal's possession.
John. Juice. There's Saw. We're already in this game. Juice. This man Saw. There's pass to the middle. Cease. Back to the halfway line. Cease holds. Number 2. And a little turn ball goes all the way back to Jack and Go. So I'll hold it. It's clear out of play. Both sides thought it was theirs.
Going for Belgium.
And it's going to be thrown to match from there. Actually, can go out 10 yards farther back. And he walks up a few more. I'm not throwing you the top one. Let's see how he did that. Yay, and switch. Morera sends it. Morera into the top. Who never got there.
Run out by Senegal.
Move, but Tan
Belgium with the possession again.
kept it alive. What's up?
Blocked by Senegal.
Yeah, kept it alive.
Send possession of Belgium. And wide.
So nearly got to the end of it with open knee. It was a little tap in. They could just redirect it. But it's the early switch of play that starts this entire attack that we didn't see throughout the majority of this game for Belgium. Now it's opened up space for a player like Trossard to show his class on the ball. He passes the defender and loses a shot, and then right there at the last second, he gets left foot across in time.
Like goal kick for Senegal. Go to down the field.
In the air. He's going for it. One header back off Saw. And then Conley played down to the feet of Courtois.
It's
This is
just
the
the
third
form.
game in around 32 to go to add an extra time. No extra
Belgium
time.
with possession.
So what? Time we get to 120 minutes. And when kicks will determine who was on the round 16 and the first 15.
Right, first 15 is over.
I mean, Belgium had the majority of the possession.
We will be right back.
And had a little bit of that momentum going into this extra
After
time. But those
this
teams
break is over.
not wanting to take risks, not wanting to open up themselves defensively. I imagine we're going to see this game with a little bit more stretch in the second 15 to see if they can get the game winning goal.
What's the mindset in these conversations when you got Belgium who are out of the game? They had the game really lost. They come back in a way they're playing with house party. You bet Senegal, maybe a younger team, not as many veterans, and they've grown really a 2-goal lead.
And that's what I was saying for Senegal. It's tough, regardless of the experience you have, to shift that mindset when you're trying to hold on to the lead, that you just want to manage the game and then give up those 2 late goals. Then to regain momentum and switch that mindset, that's very challenging. It's one of the reasons why I felt like we saw Belgium have a little bit more control in that first 15 minutes. They're going to want to continue that on. It was the early balls that have given them success. So continue to switch a point of play if you're Belgium, whip those early balls in from deep areas and allow Lukaku to at least challenge for it and look for any sort of loose ball in the box. Whereas Senegal, continue to stay compact, use your defensive pressure to your advantage, but there's going to be space in behind. So if they can at least send Sar or anybody that's come in as a wide attacking player in those transitional moments, that could be on as well for Senegal.
Not now, but at what point does your mind drift to penalties, possible penalties?
Well, you're always at this point in time, even when you're coming into the World Cup, you're prepared for those moments. But it's about these next 15 minutes, the task at hand, see if you can get the goal. It is about creating just one clear opportunity. And then at the end of this extra time, that's when you really start to shift. Well, we've seen the changes already. So all these players that are on the field, you're going to have to feel confident if they're asked to step up to take a penalty.
The winner of the USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina takes on the winner of this game. If it is the USA that wins, they've faced both of these teams. So this is interesting. Obviously, no one involved with the USA is able to watch this game. They're getting ready for their big game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. But first things first, USA has to win that game in order to play one of these 2 teams.
Guaranteed. None of these players or the U.S. Bosnia players are thinking about what's next.
Yep.
It is all about this being a new tournament. The round of 32, no safety net, take care of business in this game. Otherwise, there's not going to be another game.
All right, we've got another 15 minutes. If it's still time, after 120, penalty kicks determine who goes to the round of 16. Cease holds. Jump. It's the way on the left.
All right, another 15 minutes. Here we go.
85 minutes. Soccer could be a cool game. That's why you hear the cliche, right? Gotta play 90. They played 85, they may lose.
And they really control the game on both sides. Defensively, in the attack, super uncomfortable for Belgium. Big credit to Rudy Garcia though, making those decisions to bring off De Bruyne and Doku.
These are big decisions. Paid off. So yes, will they pay off?
Belgium with the attack.
On the attack. Just switching it. It's behind Renier, but he catches up to it. 2 sides just traded ends for this last 15. Ball played across.
Header, wide right. Goal kick for Senegal.
And that's why those balls are just locked it in from deeper areas. A bit more difficult to be able to generate any sort of power. If they come earlier or deeper in their attacking half, it's more difficult to defend because everybody is shuffling their feet back, can't get a set position.
Up down there by Johnny. Kept his balance till the end.
And then free kick for Senegal.
A kick for Senegal. And not winning the group stage. A game they had to win and score multiple goals. Thought they did. Against Iran. And they're up for 5. To Amana. Race for Aston Villa. Next up, for Belgium, they had one up because they added extra time.
Senegal trying to get the attack going.
90 minutes. Yeah. To buy. Get him going. Finds cross in the middle.
Cross it.
That's
Doing quite alright. Like Belgium.
It's going to go up.
And it's going to be Senegal going.
And the green of Senegal. Sees. Diana. High holding. 18 more to place for Paris Saint-Germain. Champions 2 straight years. Diana.
Senegal
That's
on the first one. And that's why it's gonna be a goal kick for Belgium.
Defensively, look at Moreira, his position. He commits defensively, that opens up his space in behind. And then there's just loads of space to be able to pick out players. Really unfortunate for Vine not to be able to get a good look on it. Just comes across his body. Doesn't take it cleanly, and that one just misses to that far post. Bringing out the defense for Belgium and then occupying the space in behind. So good from Senegal.
for some out. Onana in. Down to the subs. Long one. Towards Lukaku. That was off the line, but no harm, no foul there. In the 110th minute, 2-2 game. Enjoyed this late. Senegal had 2.
They go into penalty kicks.
Belgium struck twice, about 3 or so minutes. In that collision, the foul was called. And Belgian player has stayed down. So play was stopped.
By stopping up, Belgium players down, and please okay.
And it might be Moreira not seeing face. In the 110th minute, 2-2 game. So many of these games we talked about before, Laura, have been tight, beat out of 32. Some have gone to penalties. So, it is Moreira.
She did the heads. Moreira, Diana.
There you go, headbutted.
With a smile there. You'll be smart too if you can't she goes down.
You know, especially how good he's been in this game. It's really been an impact, difference maker.
Off the field now for 5 more minutes.
So a good amount of energy, Moreira.
Back on. Tapped. And shot.
Belgium with the possession.
Raskin. There's Onana close. Goes down the right sideline instead. It's going to be deflected out of play.
Goes out.
Senegal's ball.
Senegal's
12
ball.
minutes. Throwing down the flank. Jim getting back to it.
Set out by Senegal.
Go by Castagna. Belgium still have a player down. All the way back. Way by Mounier. Maybe back here. Sign all back on the attack. In the middle, Jackson.
Senegal on the attack.
Runners in the box from the left side. And
Nope.
it took too long.
It's on the way by Belgium. Still Senegal's possession.
Quick shot.
And saved by Belgium.
Just to make it look like he's going to go to his right, comes back across his left to give himself that space right there. Let's see, it gives him room to pass. Tielemans gets it work on another dynamic roll up from Senegal. It's an overlapping run, combination play to free themselves up, and then the cross underneath, the waves of players that they bring makes it difficult for Belgium to come out. Now we're starting to feel a little bit more life from Senegal. First 15 minutes of extra time were majority of possession versus Belgium. Continuing to ride the wave after scoring those 2 late goals to tie the game and send it into extra time. But now Senegal coming back to life and some more space in behind Belgium.
Signing on Makala going low. That's good. Okay. Put him up. Senegal throw. Trying to find room at the right side. Denied by Moreno. Jackson's foot. The race for the ball. Jackson getting that.
Senegal on the attack.
It's Jackson. 1v1. Side. That's move.
Shoots it. Block. Going to kick for Senegal.
Just to make sure that ball doesn't come across. Jackson, this is the first time that we've really seen impactful touches on him, twisting and turning his defender. Mark that ball just across.
Just the second for Senegal. Number 2 will take it. And the mix-ups for Senegal. Over 15 minutes. Driven ball to the middle. Second ball. Courtois flings it.
Saved by Courtois.
Toss to the left. Morera. Ball from Tielemans. Frankie Bacchio. Couldn't catch up. Just overhead.
Tired minds, tired legs, starting to
Gonna be a
how much better
goal
is
kick
Tielemans
for
getting
Senegal.
in that more attacking role first half? Deep line playmaker, getting some touches, but nothing that he could really do that was instrumental in the way that Belgium was playing and trying to build up out the back. Now higher up the field with some of the substitutions that they made in that second half, and so they got the tying goal to send them into this extra time, but also just trying to play the final pass, playing off of Lukaku.
Belgium on it. Just blind by Armand. Castagnier. Move from right back to left back this half.
Belgium with the possession.
Tapped. Morena. There's Belgium attacking from the left.
Attacking.
Right in. What was
And
the
it's saved by Senegal.
Welcome back. He's trying to win it for Belgium.
And that's what it's brought to this game, Herrera. There's early entries into the box. It felt like Lukaku was just a little bit slow to get on the end of it. Didn't know that ball was going to be whipped in so soon.
Going by Belgium.
And I mentioned this a little bit ago, but with Jackson in that center forward role, hasn't been nearly as impactful and how quiet I saw it on that left-hand side. The runs that Salah was making, his ability to be an outlet, even if they were just playing him to feet, they'd invite other players underneath him to come into the game. Haven't had that same style of attack with Jackson in the center forward role.
Now to the middle for Skin. Bacchio. Onana. Precious legs in the game. Nice ball towards Moreno.
Closing it.
It's loose.
Shoots. And it's over the ball.
They can't move this up. Immediately walks away from it. Several players are down. But the early service in his balls across the
Belgium won
have been so difficult. They're so
a foul right there.
that near post run, drop the defender into the space in behind, and then look at the positioning of Lukebakio. As soon as that ball popped out, he had the entire frame to look at. Just at the last second, gets underneath it. It's so unfortunate because he had the entire goal to find the back of the net. That could have been the difference.
Potential rock moment for Lucky Bakio. The second half sub. Belgium's subs have made a difference. He's one of them. Morales and others.
And it's increased the tempo. And that's what we're saying. They were just too isolated in that first 45 minutes. They couldn't create the overloads. Hillman's run there at the last second. Both those players flow to get up because they come together. But it's that run from Hillman's that commits the defender, and then everybody's chasing. Look, it's emergency defending, just trying to get a foot on it. But it's that little touch that gets held up that gives Lucky Bakio that opportunity.
Belgium were asking for a penalty, and that's what they're checking now.
They're checking for possible penalty.
He's already on the yellow
Let's see.
bench.
We will see.
And that's what he was
That's
looking at.
down them back away.
And they are. Let's bring in our rules expert, Dr. Joe Magnick. Dr. Joe, what did you see there?
There's clearly contact between the make sure you play it, but it comes seemingly after the ball was passed them. You know, but they are checking because it's foul in the penalty area, but it's not one that you would be giving a penalty kick for. Normally, the foul is there. It's much later after the ball was passed them. I would not be awarding a penalty here.
It's interesting, Dr. Joe, though, because I feel like for Senegal, as they come across Kamara, he catches Tielemans right when that ball's coming across, just a little bit. You still think it's too late?
I do.
It's man on the field. Things Hector saying Martinez, if he does look at it, or VAR, looks like he's going to look.
Look.
And he's going to come over. Dr. Joe, what's he really looking at besides the obvious here?
We talked about the obvious, absolutely, but it's been consistent throughout the VAR wouldn't get involved and, you know, make a decision on the field that the referee stand. Now this angle is a much better angle. This is a much better angle, and you can see the foot being hit as the ball comes by. I think the referee has been brought over. He's going to take a good look, and now he sees a different angle, and he's going to give a penalty.
Yeah, Dr. Joe, that looks like a, from that angle, that looks like a penalty.
So it's a fraction of angles.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Joe. We will hear from our referee.
Might be a penalty.
Next. To see what that calls for.
Come in.
Anxious moments, obviously, for both teams here in
PK kick for Belgium, I think.
And it is taking a little while to get this sorted. If we're still looking at it as we speak, we have a clear
That's
view of him.
Yeah, that's the best angle because you can see the back leg or that front leg for Kamara comes across. Front leg of Tielemans. Right when they're about to meet the ball.
We're going to know soon.
See.
Jose Martinez from Honduras. And listen to him.
Number 8, white, will play the ball. And the number 8 in green kicks the foot of the attacker. For that reason, the final decision is penalty.
Penalty.
We may or may not go with case to determine winner, but this is decided.
So PK kick for Belgium.
The sign for time, but there would be something you would think, especially for this. The OHL has never had a basic penalty since he's played for Senegal. It's only his 8th cap, by the way.
And here's the play again. And Tielemans, and we have just mentioned how important he's been to get this team back into this game for Belgium. Just the runs he's making, orchestrating the attacks. It's moving higher up the field. It's that near post run. Draws out the defender, earns the foul and the penalty kick. You're going to see a little bit of jostling over the penalty spot right now.
Gamesmanship. Somebody just went down there. And there was involved. What a big moment in this game. It's going to be a penalty kick. And the longer this takes, the more gamesmanship and the more you wonder about the pressure and what the goalkeeper's thinking. And we don't know yet, as 6 is down, we don't know yet who's really going to take this penalty kick. And some of the ones you might have thought.
I think we're seeing this penalty kick take it the next few minutes.
Yeah. That's a big group there. The faces tell the story, right? The drama, the emotion of this game. We don't know how much time is put on. So if Belgium is to score here, we'll have to just say, go ahead, go. It may or may not be a game where we don't know how much time was also added to whatever was going to be put on there initially. It's a big meeting, no? Unnecessary. But
This looks like they took the ear of Herrera. And then Herrera reacting to that. One of the reasons why we're seeing C still down. Now so to get back up.
will the big man Lukaku take this? He's the leading all-time goal scorer. He has scored now 7 World Cup goals, 92 in his international career. Right now, Raskin is by the spot, but he might be just holding the. Now he's not holding the ball. And Lukaku's up on the ball. He's got it. He was so big I couldn't see where the ball was. What a moment for Belgium. Lukaku brought them back. Can he put them ahead? Nothing handled it off. The captain, Tillmans.
Well, here we go.
12 yards out against Chow for the lead.
Tillmans
Tillmans is way.
taking it. And it's a goal! 3-2, Belgium leads.
Again, it's the captain, Laurie. Scored one to tie it, scores one to take the lead, and maybe the one that puts them through to the round of 16. We don't know how much time is left.
Well, these moments in essentially a new tournament. Once you get to the knockout stages, it's just about big-time players stepping up when your team needs it most. He drops the foul, then after a bit of gamesmanship, look at that penalty. Just upper corner, so smooth, knows exactly where he's going. Jack goes one way, he goes the other, and then all smiles. And what a turn of events that we've seen. It's at everything. They're down 2 goals, they come back, and now what looks like to be the game winner for Tillmans and Belgium in these dying moments.
Can't get much time on, but who knows how much of the referee does. Here's the long ball from Chow. Picked up. Edge of the box. Now inside the box. Blocked and cleared by Onana.
It's just sensational.
One for Senegal.
No opportunity here for Senegal.
Might be their last chance.
We have the lead. Trying to get to the 16. Want to come back. Into the box it comes. Headed down. It's loose. Playing out. Quick shot.
No good.
Taking no risks if you're Belgium. It's get it into the crowd, get it higher up the field.
No room for error here. We're in 27 minutes now. For Lukaku. And then blasted forward by Senegal. Back this moment by this scoreline. Jackson. Tackle away. That's Onana. Nice touch by Senegal.
Fist bumps everywhere.
Okay.
Fieldman's immediately going over. Onana is giving him a high five, making sure, getting the crowd behind them, the energy. Have to increase and continue to keep this intensity if you're Belgium defensively, because Senegal are going to continue to come. 4 minutes or so left to go.
Diallo leaves it. John.
Senegal trying to get an attack going on.
In the score against Senegal at the moment. Marcel got it wide. Got the return. Marcel. John in the middle from distance. Diallo. That's fine to the right. John in the middle.
Right now.
Cease in the circle. 3-2 lead for Belgium. We're down 2-0. Scored twice on the 85th minute. And a penalty kick by James to the lead. Marcel. Marcel wide. Senegal cutting it toward the middle, in the box, headed away. Lemaitre. On from Herrera, headed away towards the
Good touch. Excellent touch of Diana. Just come across Herrera, draw the foul.
Now on Belgium free kick for Senegal.
kick. Senegal. Now the Deuce.
Might be their last chance.
What's up? Third away.
Right away.
Towards Diana. Nowhere to go. Walks off that sideline. Mara floating on up. Moving close enough to it by Settles. Back outside the box. Back for by. 1v1 at the moment by Peter Cross.
Save.
For both
This
teams,
might
it's
be
just
it.
the player just digging deep, do whatever you can. Defensively for Belgium, just trying to hold on, do your individual work, win that battle, do whatever you can to block service, make sure you're touch tight inside the 18-yard box. And for Senegal, continue to move players forward, get numbers into the box, do whatever you can to get that tie and roll. Let's send this into penalties.
To the middle. Still the dribble. That's blocked.
Another big shell shot, it feels like for Senegal.
It's a downfield. Senegal on the attack. Blocked. Blocked again. Handball. This ain't handball, I think.
In front of it to block it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ruxin's coming in late. Well extended from his
That's a handball.
One of the better attacks that we've seen from Senegal's late with tempo. They're forcing that handball. This is a tough angle. Most likely, it's going to be most beneficial to go low, aspire it, try to keep it on frame, because it's such a tight angle and in those central areas. We always talk about trying to get the pace on it, but also the dip in time in such close range.
What we assume could be the final kick or kicks of this game as
Jazz coming up as well.
as you would expect. The wall is being set up by Francois. This is about 20 yards. Pretty much dead center.
Either wide to the top corners or low, just to the left side of the wall or right side. You see all the green players. Keep it low to that far post.
And over the ball.
That's the tough part from that angle. It's so close.
And it's over. Final. Belgium moves on to the round of 16.
Sensational.
Belgium will face the winner of USA or Bosnia.
History. Some fans are stunned.
Alright guys, that's it for this live stream. Please like, subscribe. See you all tomorrow for another live stream.
The shifts in
Peace.
the substitute.